is Jesus. And I want to say to those young pastors who watch me, and there are lots of you that do it, I want to say to you, you fulfill your ministry. I know you're discouraged because your church has changed. Let me tell you something, young man. Everybody's church has changed. People aren't the same anymore. Since this germ paid us a visit, since all of this social stuff has come to light, brother, people aren't the same anymore. People are angry and they're irritated and they're quick to fight and quick to say things and quick to split. This is not the same world we had, young pastor, and you don't have the same church you had. They disagree with you. They talk about you. They just up and leave at the drop of a hat. Or if there's another ministry that comes along or a better church, they just up and leave you. Your biggest givers will just walk off and leave you. But you can't let that discourage you. Listen to me, young man. Fulfill your ministry. God didn't call you to preach just because the house is full. And God didn't call you to preach just because your biggest givers are still there. He said, preach the word, be instant in season, out of season, preach like an evangelist, rebuke, reprove, exhort with all long suffering and doctrine. And just remember this, you may preach and nobody gets saved, but Noah preached 120 years and nobody got saved. And Jeremiah preached 33 years and nobody got saved. But if you'll be faithful and you'll preach it and you'll do what God has called you to do, there is a great reward for you up in heaven. I'm not finished yet. Hang on. Sometimes you might have to do what Ezekiel did. Ezekiel went down to a valley of dead, dried up bones. The Bible said they were very dry. There was no life. But God said, preach. Preach to the four winds. Preach to the north, the east, the south, and the west. And he did. And when he preached, life came into that graveyard. Let me tell you something. You preach it whether they like it or not. You preach it whether they're there or not. You preach it no matter what, because God called you to preach. And if you'll preach, God's got a great reward, a great crown laid up for you in glory.